very good evening. Many thanks for joining us here on PTV. My name is Masi Karamai, and let's look at news making headlines.
Kama tunaweza shikana namna hiyo na tuendelee hivyo hivyo, mambo mengi sana ya Kiambu tunaweza itatua.
Tonight, the construction of Kariminu 2 dam begins. A sick girl in Naivasha has been taken to hospital by neighbors.
Alipona hali mbaya huyo mtoto. Kwa hivyo tukisema achukuliwe hatua na tukiwa kina mama hatutaficha tena.
Mzuri tuseme bado amesema mzuri, sivyo? Na kama bado amebagua Wakuria tuseme amebagua nini? Wakuria.
A family in Voi, Taita Taveta County has been rescued over poverty. The construction of 24 billion Kenyan shillings Kariminu 2 dam to start immediately after government ends long standoff with residents. Our reporter Margaret Wambui brings us that story.
The construction of 24 billion Kariminu 11 dam in Gatundu North will commence immediately after 12-year compensation standoff between the affected locals and the government was resolved.
Mradi huu ulianza 2012, viongozi wamesema.
The first ever mega project in Kiambu County, located in Kiriku, Buchana, Gathanji and Kariminu villages, has been at the center of Rango in what the National Lands Commission attributed computation errors.
50 ya pipeline.
Locals have since moved to court demanding halt of the project until their grievances are addressed too. The stalemate resulted to Kiambu leadership team led by Gatundu North MP Wanjiku Kibe and a local committee representing affected residents holding a series of meetings in push for better land variation terms.
Commission ilikuja hapa May 2018.
In the new terms, an acre of land will be uniformly compensated at 3 billion, where 1.286 billion will be spent to pay 246 households in 171 acres of locals who will be impacted by the project in phase 1, with the families being required to leave their homes and find new places to live in. Phase 1 will cover 171 acres for the dam embankment and water draw-off structures. In a mega meeting attended by the Cabinet Secretary in charge of water, Mr. Simon Cherugui, Permanent Secretary Joseph Irongo, NLC Chairman Mohamed Swazuri, Kiambu leadership led by Ferdinand Waititu, Gatundu North MP Wanjiku Kibe, Gatundu South MP Moses Kuria, and Senator Wamatangi, the leaders called for immediate commencement of survey and design process for Phase 2. Kibe, however, decried that the government has been sidelining Gatundu North at the expense of Gatundu South, calling for improvement of the dilapidated roads in the area. Swazuri, who defended his commission against negative propaganda that had flickered everywhere, that his land commission has squandered funds meant for the project, revealed that the award of the project will commence next week on Tuesday. Margaret Wambui reporting for PTV, Kiambu County.
Now, a family in Kisemenyi village, Voi in Taita Taveta County, has been living under a very high levels of poverty to an extent of not being able to afford shelter, clothes and water. Now, as a reporter, Lucy Kinuthia brings us that report.
According to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Berucha Guyo, they have survived through a very high level of poverty for many years without affording clothes, water and shelter due to harsh conditions of lacking job and lacking water in their area. They have been sleeping under skeleton house structure made of sacks, dry leaves and even old clothes. According to Mr. Berucha Guyo, who's 67 years old and a father of 9 children, rated his lifestyle by saying after looking for a job far and near, he couldn't get any good job to enable his family get clothes, shelter, and sometimes food.
Basi sasa mimi nakaa na wajukuu wangu hapa. Huyu mtoto wangu akitinda mimba ana watoto 5. Kwa hivyo sasa niko naye hapa, ameshindana na bwana huko, akashindana. Akaja akamlipa nusu. Akamlipa hasa nakaa hapa.
Mrs. Hadiwa Guyo, the mother, shared the difficulties she went through as a mother who loves her children and her husband without house, clothes, and water. She says due to her great love for her family, she couldn't dump her children and husband.
Sisi tunasukumana mpaka watoto wangu wakakuwa. Kuna mmoja mdogo wa huyo wa kufuatana na huyo kijana. Nimemzalia huko Renje kwa kuwa ni kiangazi ilinishinda kabisa, mahali ya kwenda sina, nitafanya nini, watoto watakufa.
The harsh condition of her life has made them strong, hence practicing farming as a source of food. However, calamities couldn't escape them as Jumbos have been invading into their farms, destroying all their maize, leaving them faced by hunger. Reporting for PTV, I am Lucy Kinuthia.
Now, PTV is taking a short commercial break, but when we come back, we still have more stories for you.
Wacheni ni washow venye Safaricom iko sawa. Nilipeleka sis graduation leo, akanisho tuliforget motorboard home. Security ananisho kuingia lazima ukwe fully dressed. Sis ametense, nikamshwa sijali, iko sawa. Mbio kwa simu, nikacall mzae. Dad, tumesahau motorboard home. Hiyo ni nini? Wewe ongea na mama yenu hapa. Muulize kofia aliweka wapi? Akasema bedroom. Nimeipata. Nikajua kila kitu iko sawa. Dad, mmefika? Akanisho tutachelewa. Too much jam. Ikabidi ni call Jamo Anduthi. Jemo, ingia Mbagathi Road, matri ni ya green. Akapotea nikimdirect lakini akafikia matri. Mbuyu akamdunga ngepa kwa window. Sisi hapa metensi yake yote, makuzo na manti wanaofange paka zote. Jemo uko? Bado nimelost. We kamu tu. Finally akafika. Nikavalisha sis ngepa venye jina yake iliitwa. Ongea bila wasiwasi. Jibambe na 18 minutes for 18 bob. Iko sawa.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Conflict between the coffee farmers and the politicians of Githunguri over the mismanagement of the resources in Kiambu County. The farmers now want the government to intervene and rescue them from their greedy leaders.
Farmers from the giant Komathai Coffee Grower Cooperative Society have put politicians on notice not to be attending their meetings since they have not shown any interest in solving problems faced by the farmers in the area. During a highly charged AGM, the society's headquarters at Komathai Coffee Mills in Kigumo, Githunguri, the farmers say they lost millions of shillings worth of their coffee in the hands of the unscrupulous leaders who mismanage their resources. They said it was a high time the government intervened and bring sanity into the industry, where it enjoyed collecting a lot of revenue by prosecuting all those who have squandered farmers' sweat, as well as see how the money lost could be recovered back to the society. The society's chairman, Mr. Njuguna Kiuyu, has said, though not all marketing agents are blamed for the ills affecting coffee industry in Kenya, some had worked very hard to demotivate the small-scale farmers in small societies by withholding a lot of money meant to go to them, making the farmer lose interest in the production of the commodity. Mr. John Mauranganga, a coffee farmer, lamented that though there was sufficient evidence against those misappropriating farmers' resources, no substantial action has been ever taken against the perpetrators. He called on the government to intervene and come to the rescue of the farmer who have been left with huge debt that were spent by other people who were managing their societies and later worked free of charge, having misappropriated their money. Mr. Stephen Ndungu Gishuru, also a coffee farmer in the area, said there was still hope in the industry if the government considered removing the debt burden from the farmers' shoulder, because the farmers are capable of producing high-quality coffee once again. Mr. Joseph Ndungu Kimani, a coffee farmer in Gathruini, Githunguri, said it was a high time farmers consider keeping politicians out of their industry because they have not benefited at all from them, given that other regions are sending delegation to the government for financial assistance to their farmers, while Kiambu leaders have done nothing to represent those who voted them in, saying they could consider apathy in coming general election. James reporting for PTV, Kiambu County.
That story of Kiambu County takes us to another break. Don't go away.
Wacheni wa show venye Safaricom iko sawa. Nilipeleka sis graduation leo, akanisho tuliforget motorboard home. Security ananisho kuingia lazima ukwe fully dressed. Sis ametense, nikamshwa sijali, iko sawa. Mbio kwa simu nikacall mzae. Dad, tumesahau motorboard home. Hiyo ni nini? Wewe ongea na mama yenu hapa. Muulize kofia aliweka wapi? Akasema bedroom. Nimeipata. Nikajua kila kitu iko sawa. Dad, mmefika? Akanisho tutachelewa. Too much jam. Ikabidi nicall Jamo Anduthi. Jemo, ingia Mbagathi Road, matrini ya green. Akapotea kimdirect lakini akafikia matri. Mbuyu akamdunga ngepa kwa window. Sisi hapa metensi yake yote, makuzo na manti wanaofange paka zote. Jemo uko? Bado nimelost. Weka mtu. Finally akafika. Nikavalisha sis ngepa venye jina yake iliitwa. Ongea bila wasiwasi. Jibambe na 18 minutes for 18 bob. Iko sawa.
Welcome back. Now we heading to our counties rounder, our senior reporter Maki Mondo towards Kilifi County, Migori County and Murang'a County and brings us that stories.
The world of the presence. Respect has ended up being like a dream to be handled. The National Treasurer for the Council of Elders, Mr. Ahmed, advocates on the admonishing of the elderly murder in some of the coastal province region, consolidating for the hand of respect for the aged persons. They declared that the rising cases of elderly butcher in Kwale and Kilifi counties are based on the allegation that they are sorcerers, appealing on the security agencies to investigate the crime and prosecute the suspects.
Ambapo wazee huwa wanauliwa kwa sababu ya kisingizio ya uchawi, na hii ni jambo ambalo linasikitisha sana kwa sababu ni wazee, ni watu ambao wanafaa kuheshimiwa, ni watu ambao wanatoa mwongozo.
Also in Migori County prisons plans on the approximation of 300 convicts ranging from the capital to the minor offenses. And according to the Assistant Commissioner, Mr. Daniel Kiamba, 95% of the convicts are youths ranging between the ages of 18 and 29, most of them accused of robbery with violence. In as much as the chief prison warden said that some of the young people in their custody may be innocent, the warden wants to divert the youth to positive production projects in order of importance, the first one being Maurice Mungare.
Watu wako hapa na hawajawahi kutenda anything wrong. Na due to circumstances beyond their control, mtu anajikuta kwa jela. So si wote wale tunaita, hata unakuta umefungwa life na hujafanya chochote. So saa zingine wakati tuko na hao wanaume tunaelewa hivyo. Ingawa ni ngumu kujua nani alitenda nani hakutenda.
To the central region in Murang'a County, youths from Makuyu region in the same county are lamenting that despite the fact that the members of the county assembly leaders initiate on the
Well, for sure, we've come to the end of our news broadcast tonight. My name is Masi Karamai. We just want to thank everyone who has made the program happen today as our camera person and director here on studio. And to you, our viewers at home, many thanks and have a good night. God bless.